Hi, I'm Stephanie Jaworski of joybaking.com. Today we're going to make a lemon sherbet, and this is what it looks like. A sherbet is a cross between an ice cream and a sorbet. It's light, it's refreshing, it has this really tangy sweet flavor, and the best part, it's really easy to make because all you do is stir the ingredients together. So what we're going to do is, for this lemon sherbet, we're using equal amounts of freshly squeezed lemon juice, heavy cream, and milk. So you can scale this recipe up if you want, just by doubling all the ingredients. So first we need a half a cup, that's 120 milliliters of milk. And you can use a full fat or a reduced fat milk. I'm actually using what I call a 2% reduced fat. And then I'm using, again, a half a cup, 120 milliliters of heavy cream or heavy whipping cream. And that is cream with a 35 to 40% butterfat content. And then we're just stirring it all together in a bowl. And then a half a cup, 120 milliliters of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And what I like to do is you can various types of lemon squeezers, and then I have a little strainer over my measuring cup because I want to get rid of all that pulp. Some people want the pulp in it. You can leave that in, but I like to take it out as well as the seeds. So I'll just put that in. And then you will need, before you squeeze the lemon, take one of the lemons, wash it really well. If you can use organic, it's better, because we want the outer skin of one lemon. And I'm just using like a microplane for this. And make sure when you're grating you don't get the white, you only want the yellow skin, because the white is kind of bitter, which we don't want. And there is a lot of flavor in the outer skin of a lemon, so that's why we're adding that. That's where you get this real burst of flavor. So dump that in, and of course we need some sugar. I'm using 1/3 of a cup of granulated white sugar. That's 65 grams. You could also use like a super fine sugar if you want. Now, you might want to taste this, and then we're just going to stir it together because you want to dissolve that sugar, so just stir it. Now, you might want to taste it and add a little more sugar. I mean, it's really hard to say with lemons. Sometimes lemons can be really sour, and so you might go, whoa, when you taste it, and so just add a little more. It's really hard to say, and it depends on the time of year, the type of lemons you're using. So really, that is our mixture. Now, if you don't need an ice cream machine. Now, if you do have an ice cream machine, what you want to do is just cover this and put it in the refrigerator and chill it until it's really cold. 3-4 hours, depending on how cold you keep your fridge. And then just churn it in your ice cream machine, depending on the instructions. But what I'm going to do here today, because not everybody has an ice cream machine, and you really don't need it for this, is I'm going to just do what you call a still freeze, which means I'm just going to put it into the freezer in a pan. Now, I like to use some kind of metal pan. I'm just actually using a loaf pan. You can use any type. And I'm just going to, and then what you do is just pour it in like that. Cover it with some plastic wrap. And put it into the freezer. Now, you want to, it'll take maybe, depending on your freezer, about 4 hours to freeze until a sherbet doesn't get like really hard, but until it's pretty firm. And what you want to do is take it out of the freezer every, say, half hour to hour and stir it. Just give it a really good stir. I just use my spoon, because it will start to freeze around the outside first, and you really want to stir it up, and that gets some air into it. Because if you just put it in like this and left it for 4 hours, it's still fine, but it'd be more ice crystals, more like a popsicle. And we want to have it a little more light and creamy than that. So just give it some stirs. So that's what I'm going to do. And when we come back, I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Okay, so now our lemon sherbet is now ready. Now I actually, as you can see it's kind of more rough because of that stirring. I actually left this overnight. I mean, it took about 4 hours, and then I just, which is something if you're going to serve this for company, just you could make it the day before. So as you can see, isn't that gorgeous? So now there is all kinds of ways you can serve this. You could serve it in all different type, just little glass. Because this is like really intense lemon flavor, so you don't need a lot of it. So you can various types of glass. Or what you can do is keep your lemon shell or lemon, and then just freeze them. And then you could just, you might want to have to cut off the bottom if you want it to sit really nice, and then just fill your lemons. I think it's kind of cute. Now, you can serve this for dessert, or if you want to get really fancy, you're having people over for dinner, you could use this as a palate cleanser between courses. Oops, making a mess. So as you can see, that kind of looks kind of cool. And you can make this ahead of time too and put the sherbet to the lemon shells and then just keep them in the freezer. And so I'll just put a little in here. Now you could serve it on its own. It's very nice with some fresh fruit, or you could serve it with another, like a sorbet, another flavor. Like I think there's a blackberry one or a raspberry recipe on the site for frozen ices. You could serve it like a scoop of each. Oh, that's really nice. Got a real nice lemon flavor. It's kind of grainy like a sorbet, like a frozen ice, but yet because it's got dairy in it, it's creamy at the same time. So nice to serve on a hot summer's day. So it's easy to make, it tastes great, so enjoy. And until next time, I'm Stephanie Jaworski of joybaking.com. Thank you.